Hello. Sorry for that abrupt pause. I thought my boyfriend was home. I'm at his house, so if you're banging in the background, I don't know what they're doing. It's his mom and grandma who are so. Anyway. Quick review, not a feminist. Used to believe in the Sarkeesian. Now I don't. Kind of changed. University taught me. Watch Starground of a Cod, Teal Deer. No, fucking amazing people. Anyway. It might look weird if you're like doing the event, where's part one? It was, with the YouTube there. So the ideas and just, everything that goes on. Sorry, I'm gonna have to move the computer because my back is now hurting. So I'm gonna have to lay down to do this. So, sorry. It's okay. There we go. I know my face looks like shit right now. Anyway, just in general, being an SJW to me it's like giving up on all logic. The idea that you can blame all white people and this whole idea of white privilege, and your life is what you make of it. And a lot of people who live in ghettos, it's very hard for them, and I understand. However, the idea that you're entitled. It's not even people who are poor. It's more like the college kids. It's like you're entitled to all these benefits, and it's like, what? Because you're black or you're Hispanic? It's mostly blacks who do this. And I have black friends. Yeah, everybody's like, that's the excuse, and it's like, well, you know what? Let me just say, they have the same opinions as me. Ask Larry Elder. I mean, I don't know him personally, but I sure should have seen him on the Rubin Report. I like Dave Rubin. He's awesome. He used to be on the Young Turks. Now he's not. See why? Sometimes it's hard to use this computer. Just these ideas of what's supposed to happen. What are we fighting for? I mean, for fuck's sake. That chick at Yale last October was yelling at a professor because offensive Halloween costumes? Sorry, I don't care. If your fucking costumes, whatever. Sorry, now my back's killing me here. I didn't have this many back problems as a kid. Okay. I know I'm not very prepared for these kind of things. I just do it on the spot. Spanish flag. Okay, I'm not the smartest person in the room. Or the best at creating these videos. That's where I use this, so it's probably very shitty and nobody will watch it, but whatever. But I think now we've come to the point where, even politically, where do I stand? I guess, it's like I see all of these things where feminists are like, take down men. I am the person who's out to ruin your good time. And it's like, really? You're that bitch? Well, fuck. No wonder you have no friends. You're a complete witch. You're a total bitch. And yeah, you're the one who's slut shaming. And you're the one who's putting all these things down. And now, especially with education, and this really ties in with education now, it's all politically correct. All fucking politically correct. I was taking even this, and then I took a child development class this year, and it was like, this thing was, if you couldn't teach holidays because if there was a Jehovah's Witness, you wouldn't be missing anything. Or you couldn't celebrate Father's Day, especially Father's Day. You couldn't, because some kids don't have fathers. Fuck. Well, it's not their fault, but if their fathers hadn't walked out on them like a fucking retard, they would have fathers. If people actually understood that being a family is okay, it's fine. Fuck. To have a thought, they've shown that people who have two parents living with them, mom and dad, it just, but I mean, yes, people are like, that's the only way. I'm like, no, that's not the only way. I know. I think also some of the best parents are gay couples, like gay men. They raise some of the smartest, sweetest, and most tolerant children. And they're very nice about it. Lesbians, on the other hand, and people are like, why do you shit on women all the time? I'm like, I'm not. We have rights. Fuck. This, the gender pay gap, that's what it really comes down to. The gender fucking pay gap. Being paid and earnings are different. Women do not earn as much because they choose lower paying jobs. They choose to stay home with the kids when they have them. Yes, there are women CEOs. There are women movie directors. I mean, hell, Catherine Bigelow is one of my favorite people. I fucking love her. She was the first woman to win Best Director for The Hurt Locker. So there was that. But at the same time, these women, it's like everybody, all these fucking feminists are complaining, oh, there's too many men in cooking, or oh, there are too many men doing this, or too many men doing that, or yeah, it's like, oh my god, can you not? And people like, 77 cents of the bullshit. It's taking everybody's wage, comparing it to different things, yada yada yada. It's like comparing it to every job. No. And yes, maybe a male lawyer and a female lawyer might make a different amount, but nobody does the exact same job and gets less pay. I mean, yeah, in the military, but the thing is, not many people are in the military. I mean, maybe that's not a point, but I don't know. The idea of, it's the idea of this whole 1 in 5 statistic. Oh my god. 1 in 5 women are sexually assaulted on a college campus. I'm sorry. That does not happen. It's more like 1 in 40 or 1 in 50. And not even that. It's like even higher. It's like, people are like, don't teach girls to not get, teach boys not to rape. It's like, yeah, and girls can't rape? Really? Have you ever heard of fucking, forced envelopment? That is rape. Men get raped too by other men, and women rape other women, and women also rape men. I can tell you, I know a guy. He had a girlfriend. Now she's in jail, probably in a mental asylum because she's fucking nuts. She got him drunk. He got drunk on his own, so that was his fault, but whatever. He got drunk, she got drunk. They went back to his house. He pulled out the condom. He was smart about it. And for some reason, she went to the bathroom with the condom. And then she came back and he said it looked like there was a hole in it. And then, he did everything. And then when and he was too drunk to notice. So it kind of just was fuzzy. He comes back, they have sex. He takes off the condom and he's like, and it was weird because he's like, I'm feeling skin and I shouldn't. And the condom just broke, like whatever. And so, she calls him a few months later. They had like just started dating or something. And she calls him and she's like, oh yeah, I'm pregnant. Pay for me. He's like, what? Fuck. So he's like, oh shit. She raped him. Okay, not really rape. She didn't rape him. They actually had consensual sex. Sorry. but she, in a way, got pregnant on purpose so she could get money from him. She extorted him, and it ended up not working. He was 25 at the time. His daughter is now 4, lives with her. And it's funny, now he's remarried. His daughter's name is Sarah. His wife is also named Sarah. But, Jesus Christ. I mean, his ex is like fucking locked in some crazy house. I don't know. But yeah, it's weird. But I've seen where, you know, like the whole thing about, you know, men or women taking, you know, chopping their husband's penises off, and people are like, oh, that's funny. And it's like, okay, yes, I laugh. I think out of embarrassment. I think it's like, oh my God, why would you do that? You're an idiot. But to, you know, laugh that, oh, he got his penis chopped off and that's funny. Like the whole, like actually removing that. But for me, what's funny about it is that she thought she was going to get away with it. That's what's funny to me. That's why I laugh. I'm like, oh, fuck, you thought you were going to get away with it. You're on the news. That's why you didn't get away with it, you fucking bitch. But it's like, it's not awesome to do that. It's dumb. But, you know, people laugh. I don't know. It's quite sad when people do that, though. I mean, and you know, there was a story where a woman, you know, killed her husband and to get custody of his children, and they're fighting it, and it's really sad. And you know, you have women are more likely to abuse children than men, you know, and it just, you know, look at the Casey Anthony case. She fucking did it and got off, and it's sad. Women do abuse men, so don't think for a second that it's not true. And the whole 1 in 5 statistic, I'm going to go back to that. Women, if you don't want to get assaulted, carry something on you, you know? The nail polish that changes colors, that is a good thing. Don't, you know, it's like, oh, I have to wear it for my protection. Well, fuck, why not? Why would you not do that? I mean, it's not likely, but it's a good idea. I'm not saying, you know, somebody's out to rape you, but yeah, it's a good idea in case somebody slips something in your drink. At the same time, you have to know where you are, what the people around you, you know, when you're doing drugs, you know, and I'm not going to say blame the victim, but you also have to bear responsibility for it. Now, if it comes down to I was drunk and so was he, it's, yeah, you both are both in the wrong and in the right. Sorry, I have to stretch my legs. But it's more as if the rape statistics are just so bizarre in this country. It's like, it's not this. You want to know the rape capital? Somalia, Saudi Arabia, and sadly Sweden. Or Sweden or Switzerland. They both start with Sweden, SW. Now I can't remember. And I know all the Nordic countries. I'm a big fan of Finland. Fuck yeah, Finland! I never understood the idea of, yeah, okay, blaming the victim. Or, you know, even asking what the person was wearing when they were raped. It's not a bad thing. Maybe they're trying to find you on CCTV footage. Or maybe they wanted to know because, you know, maybe you took the clothes off, or, you know, are these the same clothes? Or they, you know, as a police officers aren't going to judge you, especially women. They're not going to judge you like that. I had a friend who was raped by her boyfriend, and, you know, the officer asked, what were you wearing? So I know, you know, what what it was so I can make sure that all the evidence matches up. And she was not offended by it. She handed over her clothes and, she wasn't offended by it because she knew they were going to ask that. What were you wearing? Not as a condescension, but of, we want to keep track of the evidence. Her boyfriend was really abusive, and he was put in jail for it, which is a good thing. And but she still is very active in saying that no, not all men, not all men are rapists. It's like a tiny, tiny percentage. Even then, but if you really want to know, look at the Muslim world. They don't give a shit about women. Look at Ayaan Hirsi Ali. Look at that, and it's just saddest things. Women, people like female genital mutilation. It's like, what about it? And I'm like, hello. It's like, anyway. There were so many more reasons I'm not an SJW, but I'm not happy with the way that things are going, especially on university campuses and everything else. I try really hard to stay positive about these things, but I just keep seeing the world come to shit. And it's really fucking frustrating. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to see the world we live in feminized to the point where these views, it's like, if you don't have my view, you are not, you're not, part of us. And it's like, I was never into being politically correct. I hate being PC. I hate it. And the whole transgender issue, I understand you're transgender. I am going to call you either man or woman. There are two genders. Two. Male, female. That's it. You're either a man or a woman. You're not between. You're not a Z, a Z, or whatever. You're not a bun or a kit. Although my boyfriend's cat, Kit, who you saw in the other video, fucking adorable. You're a man or a woman. If you look like a woman, use the women's restroom in public. If you look like a man, use the men's restroom. Not a big deal. Making it a big deal makes you look dumb. I mean, go to Blair White. I'll link her channel in the description. She's great about it. She doesn't care. She's such a, she once said, she said, she was talking about like the Milo Yiannopoulos, and it was like a thing, and she's like, I'm so bad at being a man, I became a woman. I love her. She's so great. I freaking love this woman. And she looks the part. She looks like a woman. She sounds mostly like a woman. There's still that manly roughness that she still has, but she looks like a woman. She acts like a woman. She has those womanly tendencies. The color keeps changing. Oh well. Oh, there it goes. But yeah, I don't know. Check out her channel. She's awesome, and I would love to do a live stream with her, and there's everything else. But I'll talk more about this when the time comes. But thanks for watching, and I'll update everything probably in the next few days. It's 4th of July on Monday. Yay, America, independence. Okay. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are the best. For my 18 subscribers. It kind of sucks. Yeah, anyway. I will talk to you guys later. Soon. I'm glad you guys are listening. Feels good. Bye. Oh, also follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and all that shit. I'll put in the link below. Bye!